Okay, good morning, student. Good morning. In last lecture, we already discussed about the physical property and chemical properties regarding acid and base. Now, this is the second part in which we learn about how do acid and base react with each other. Then, what is the reaction between the metallic oxide with acid? Then we discussed here about the activity 2.7, which is given in your NCERT. And the last, that is the reaction of the non-metallic oxide with base. So before I start the topic, how can you identify acid and base? How can you identify acid and base? With the help of the litmus paper, that is the part of the indicator. What is the conversion of acid and base in litmus paper?
Blue and red.
If the blue color of the litmus paper convert into red, it is known as the acidic solution. And if the red color of the litmus paper convert into blue, that is known as the basic solution. Okay, so let's see the first thing related this. When acid and base react with each other, the salt and water are formed, and this reaction is known as the neutralization reaction. Okay, for example, suppose as an acid I will take here the HCl, and as the base I take here the NaOH. The one is the acid, the second component it is a base. If this acid and base mix with each other, then it will form NaCl, that is the salt, and this OH is react with this hydrogen, so the water molecule is formed. So generally this reaction, it is known as the neutralization reaction. What is the meaning of the neutralization reaction? When any acid react with any base, then it will form the salt and water. This reaction is known as the neutralization reaction. Here I take one example, the simple example. As an acid I will take the hydrochloric acid. As a base I will take here NaOH. These HCl and NaOH both are mixed with each other. Then it will form the NaCl salt and water molecule will be separate out. So this reaction, it is known as the neutralization reaction. Now the next thing is simple, any acid react with the base, the general reaction it is salt and water molecule. For example, here they are take as an acid the sulfuric acid, as an base the calcium hydroxide. What is the formula of sulfuric acid? H2SO4. What is the formula of calcium hydroxide? CaOH whole square. Now let's see what is the reaction between this. Here the salt is formed calcium sulfate and the water molecule will be separate out. So here they are taken as an acid a sulfuric acid, as an base it is a calcium hydroxide, the salt is formed, that is the calcium sulfate, and water molecule is separate out. So this reaction it is a part of the neutralization reaction. Let's see the equation here. The sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, calcium hydroxide, CaOH2, calcium valency +2, hydroxide valency -1, then it will form the formula CaOH2. This calcium is react with this anion SO4 and 2 moles of the water molecule is formed. And what is the salt? That is calcium sulfate, CaSO4. So this is the reaction of the neutralization. Now we are taken here the sodium hydroxide solution, and neutralization reaction can be observed with an activity. One activity is here. Suppose in this sodium hydroxide solution we are adding here the phenolphthalein. What is phenolphthalein? What is phenolphthalein? It is a synthetic indicator. Okay, we already discussed about the indicator in last lecture. There are 2 types or 3 types of the indicator. One is the natural indicator, second one is the synthetic indicator. What about the third one? That is the olfactory indicator. So phenolphthalein, it is a part of the indicator, example of the indicator. So suppose we are adding the phenolphthalein here, then we can see that this calcium hydroxide solution is converted into pink. Okay, if the calcium hydroxide solution convert into pink, so that means what type of the solution is this? It is acidic or basic?
Acidic.
Is phenolphthalein give the color in acidic solution? Phenolphthalein give the color of the acidic solution? No, it gives the color of the pink with the help of the basic solution. Okay, so here we are taken a few drops of the phenolphthalein are added to sodium hydroxide solution and this solution turns into pink. This is indicate that this solution it is basic in nature. You already learned about the what is the effect of the indicator in acid, what is the effect of the indicator on base. Suppose we are taken the indicator, synthetic indicator phenolphthalein, then what is the effect of the phenolphthalein on acidic solution? No color change. But what about the effect of the basic solution? It converts into pink. So if we are adding the phenolphthalein drops in this sodium hydroxide solution, the solution is converted into pink. That means this solution it is a basic in nature. Now the next thing is, suppose again we are adding, instead of the phenolphthalein we are adding the hydrochloric acid, that is HCl. Then after some time you observe that this solution which is in the pink color, it is converted into colorless. Okay, that means when hydrochloric acid is gradually added in this solution, the pink color fades and the solution become the colorless. So first you are adding the phenolphthalein, the solution convert into pink. Then you are adding the acid, then the solution is converted into colorless. Okay, let's see the observation. What will happen here? See, the first beaker, that is the sodium hydroxide solution, you can add the phenolphthalein, then it is converted into pink color. Again you are adding the HCl over there, then again it is converted into colorless. That means here the neutralization reaction is taken place. Okay, so because of this reason, we can see here sodium chloride, salt and water are formed during this reaction. That means whenever you are adding the phenolphthalein, it is converted into pink color. That is so that the solution is the basic in nature. But whenever you are adding the HCl over there, then the acid and base are mixed properly and it is converted into sodium chloride and water. That means this is the salt, that is NaCl, and this is the water, H2O. So here also the neutralization reaction is taken place. What is the meaning of the neutralization reaction? When acid and base mix properly, then it will form the salt and water. This reaction is known as the neutralization reaction. And by this activity you can see that this is the basic solution. In this basic solution we are adding the phenolphthalein. So you can see the color changes, it is converted into pink color. But whenever you are adding acid in it, so the acid and base mix properly and it will form the salt and water. So this is the neutralization reaction. Now the next thing is reaction of metallic oxide with acid. What is the meaning of metallic oxide? How the metallic oxide is formed? How the metallic oxides are formed? When any metal react with the oxygen, then it will form the oxide. So here the metal is react with the oxygen, then it will form the metal oxide. So when the metal oxide react with the acid, then what is the conclusion? It will form the salt and water. So let's see the activity related this. This is the general reaction. Metal oxide react with the acid, then it will form the salt and water. The activity is, we can take a small amount of copper oxide in a beaker and add the dilute hydrochloric acid while stirring. This is the copper oxide, this is the dilute hydrochloric acid. What is the formula of copper oxide? CuO. And how the copper oxide is formed? When copper is react with the oxygen. So this is a metallic oxide. copper oxide is a metallic oxide. What is the color of the copper oxide? Black color. So this copper oxide react with the dilute hydrochloric acid. So if the oxide react with the acid, then what is the observation? What is the result? The salt and water is formed. So let's see, we can add the some powder of the copper oxide in dilute hydrochloric acid. Then this copper oxide react with the acid and it will form the copper chloride. So what is the formula of the copper chloride? Copper, that means Cu. What is the valency of the copper? Here copper chloride is there. So the valency is +2 and chloride Cl -1. Okay. So the formula is CuCl2. Okay. Now let's see the next thing. The copper chloride is formed and water molecule is separate out. So when the hydrochloric acid react with the black copper oxide, the solution form the blue-green color, and this is because the copper oxide react with the hydrochloric acid. This copper oxide CuO is react with the HCl, 2 mole of the HCl. Then in this copper oxide, Cu is positive, oxygen is negative. In HCl, hydrogen is positive and chlorine is negative. Okay, so the plus and minus, here we can see that the copper is react with the Cl, then it will form the CuCl2, that is the copper chloride, and this hydrogen is react with the oxygen and it will form the H2O. So since the metal oxide react with the acid to form salt and water, just like bases do the neutralization reaction, and they are considered to be basic oxide. So the oxide which is formed by the metallic, it is a basic oxide. Okay, so this thing you can keep it in the mind. The first thing, metal oxide react with the acid, then it will form the salt and water. Which activity we have discussed here? The copper oxide react with the acid, then it will form the copper chloride and water is formed. What about the non-metallic oxide? Suppose any non-metallic oxide, the metal oxide is react with the acid. So the non-metallic oxide, it is react with the base. Then it will form the salt and water. So let's see the activity regarding this. In first test tube, we are taking the calcium oxide, and in this calcium oxide, we are added some water and we will make a solution. With the help of the delivery tube, we can see that if we are adding the base, react with the water, it will form the carbon dioxide bubbles, and with the help of this delivery tube, the gas is going to in the another test tube. What is there in the another test tube? That is calcium hydroxide. What is the formula of calcium hydroxide? CaOH twice. Okay. Calcium hydroxide. What is the another name of the calcium hydroxide? Very good. It is lime water. Okay. So let's see. This is the confirmation test of the carbon dioxide also. This lime water is converted into milky and this will form the calcium carbonate. Formula of the calcium carbonate? CaCO3. Okay. So here we can see the reaction between this. When carbon dioxide is bubbled through the lime water, a white precipitate of calcium carbonate and water is produced. So that is the calcium hydroxide. If it produces the carbon dioxide gas, so this calcium hydroxide react with the carbon dioxide. Calcium hydroxide is react with the CO2. It will form the calcium carbonate and water molecule is formed. Here also this calcium react with the CO2 and water molecule is formed. So what you can keep it in the mind? Non-metal oxide react with the bases to form salt and water. And like acid do in a neutralization reaction, non-metallic oxide are considered to be acidic in nature. That means metallic oxide are basic in nature. And what about the non-metallic oxide? It is acidic in nature. Okay. So now let's see the next thing. When carbon dioxide is bubbled through lime water, a white precipitate of the CaCO3 and water is produced. So here we discussed about how do acid and base react with each other, reaction of metallic oxide with acid, one activity, and reaction of the non-metallic oxide with base. Now let's revise the thing. What is the meaning of the neutralization reaction? What is neutralization reaction? When acid and base react with each other, then it will form salt and water. It is known as the neutralization reaction. And how do acid and base react with each other? If acid and base react with each other, then it will form the salt and water. The second thing, reaction of the metal oxide with acid. If any metal oxide react with the acid, then it will form the salt and water. And what is the nature of this metallic oxide? It is acidic or basic? Metallic oxide? Metallic oxide is basic in nature. Okay. And non-metallic oxide is acidic in nature. And what is the reaction of the non-metallic oxide with base? It also forms the salt and water. So related this, let's discuss the question. The question is, suppose the properties of acid and base on the basis of the reaction can be compared as shown. Here they are given the two beaker. In one beaker the acid HCl is there. In one beaker base as an NaOH. So compare the properties of acid and base on the basis of their reaction with the following substances. Suppose first properties we are discussed related the metal. If we are taken the metal, so what is the effect of acid and base on with the metal? If we are adding the zinc granules in the acidic solution, then what is the effect of the acid and base? Is the metal react with the acid or not? If the metal is react with the acid or not? Yes, the zinc granules react with the hydrochloric acid and it will form the hydrogen gas. This is also your activity number 1.3 in chapter number 1. The reaction between the zinc granules with acid. What is the observation? The hydrogen gas is formed. Have you identified that the hydrogen gas is formed? Yes, it burning with a pop sound. Now what is the effect of the zinc granules with base? Suppose the base is there, then it also form the hydrogen gas. So suppose the metal is there, what is the effect of the acid? It form the hydrogen gas, metal, salt and hydrogen gas. Here also it will form the metal, salt and hydrogen gas. It's related the effect of the metal of acid and base. Now let's see the second thing, that is known as the metal carbonate. If any metal carbonate is there, what is the effect of acid and base on metal carbonate? As a metal carbonate, we are taking the calcium carbonate. If we are adding the calcium carbonate in acidic solution, then we can see that it will form the carbon dioxide gas, salt and water. What about the base observation? If you are adding CaCO3 in base, there will be no reaction. The carbonate cannot do any reaction with the metal carbonate. The base is not give any react with the metal carbonate. And what is the reaction with the acid? It will form the carbon dioxide gas, salt and water. And how you identify the CO2 is produced? It turns lime water milky. This both the conformation test, you can keep it in your mind. The conformation of the hydrogen gas, conformation of the carbon dioxide gas. So what is the effect of the metal carbonate on acid? It will form the CO2, salt and water. What about the base? There is no reaction. Let's see the third thing, phenolphthalein. Give the answer. What is the effect with the acid and base? Phenolphthalein is the indicator. What is the effect of acid? Colorless. What about the base? Turns pink. Okay. So it remains colorless if it reacts with the acid, and it gives the pink color whenever we are adding the basic solution. It is converted into pink. Now the next thing, that is known as metal oxide. What is the effect of the metal oxide? For example, CuO, that is the copper oxide, react with the acid, then it will form salt and water. What is the effect of the base? No visible reaction. The last, that is non-metallic oxide. What is the effect of non-metallic oxide with the acid solution? No reaction. Carbon dioxide, usually no reaction, and with the base it will form the salt and water. So these all are the comparison of the property of acid and base with the help of the different substances. Instead of the phenolphthalein, here they are given as a question of methyl orange also. What is the effect of the acid with methyl orange? Methyl orange is the indicator, synthetic indicator. Instead of the phenolphthalein, suppose the question is what is the effect of the methyl orange in acid and base? What about the acidic solution? Which color is given by the methyl orange? Red. What about the base? Yellow. Very good. So question will be changed like this. Instead of the metal carbonate, they are given some formula also for the metal carbonate. So you have to identify what answer you should write there. Okay. Now the next question. What is neutralization reaction? Give 2 example. What is the meaning of neutralization reaction? Give the definition. What is neutralization reaction? When any acid. Very good. If any acid react with the base, then it will form salt and water. It is known as the neutralization reaction. Here they are asking about the any 2 example. So any acid you can react with any base, then it will form the salt and water. Suppose let's see the first, there is the definition. The first point you write down related the definition of the neutralization reaction. The simple definition, when an acid react with the base to form salt and water, it is known as the neutralization reaction. And what about the example? Any 2 examples. Suppose the very easy first example, reaction between the hydrochloric acid and NaOH. Then it will form the NaCl salt and water. What about the second reaction? Suppose they are as an acid, they are taken here the H2SO4. What is the name of H2SO4? Sulfuric acid. And as a base they are taken here the KOH. What is the name of KOH? K means potassium. OH means hydroxide. So what is the name of KOH? Potassium hydroxide. Okay. So here the HSO4 minus ion K. Potassium is react with the SO4 and water molecule is the form. Here NaCl is the salt and here K2SO4 is a salt. What is the name of this K2SO4? Potassium sulfate. And what is NaCl? NaCl name? Sodium chloride. Okay. So these both are the salt and water molecule is formed. So let's see the homework question. First you have to watch the video regarding how do acid and base react with each other and reaction of the metallic oxide with acid. And related these you can write down the MCQs which is on question number 2 page number in your study guide page number 21, question 2 and question 4, and then the short answer of the question number 2 which is on study guide page number 23. Okay, related this, if you have any query regarding this topic then you can ask me. Okay, clear? Okay, thank you.